What's up guys, I am back here with another Black Ops 4 video. We're just piling in the news today, boys. We have more news for Black Ops 4 and maybe some more confirmation on it that this year's Call of Duty game will in fact be Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And so this comes from Kotaku, so they posted an article about how this year's Call of Duty game is going to be Black Ops 4, and they say that their own sources have confirmed that this year's game, developed by Treyarch, will be Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So they have their own sources that saying it's Black Ops 4. A little while ago, Eurogamers came out and they said that they have sources saying this game is Black Ops 4. I posted a video yesterday about James Harden, an NBA player wearing looks like a Black Ops 4 hat. And so all this news, everything we have, leads us to believe that this year's Call of Duty game will be a Black Ops 4. And I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that with the name-wise and everything and why it'd be like 4 eyes. You know, I just think that logo just looks a little silly, and I don't know. I feel like Black Ops 4 is just a little too much. 3 was just, okay, 3 and then done, instead of having like another tally mark added on, you know, it's just weird. But also from Kotaku, in this article that they posted, and all this news that's coming out from them, is that they've also stated from their sources that this game will take place in a, quote, near future setting, just like Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. So they said, quote, "But we've heard from 2 people familiar with the game's development that the next Call of Duty is indeed a 4th Blops to be developed by Treyarch, the studio behind the first 3 Black Ops games. Just like those games, it'll take place in a near future setting." So, what does this mean for Black Ops 4 and for Call of Duty? So, near future setting. So, they said here similar to Black Ops 2 and 3, and, you know, this could mean that the game could take place in 2020. It could take place in 2025, just like Black Ops 2. It could take place in 2023. It could take place in 2065, you know, just like Black Ops 3. Because apparently Black Ops 3 is near future, even though that's like, you know, over 40 years away. But I think one of the biggest things that I don't like about the name of this game, about it being Black Ops 4, is that it suggests that this game is going to take place further on in the future than Black Ops 3. So, you know, Black Ops 1 was in like the 60s, the Cold War and everything like that. Black Ops 2 was in 2025 and then had throwbacks to like the 80s. And then Black Ops 3 was 2065, and so if, you know, they come out with the Black Ops 4, most people will assume, oh, well, it's probably even further into the future than Black Ops 3. But from what it sounds like, it's not going to be that way. Plus, we know, you know, we have like a pretty good confirmation already that it's not going to be jetpacks and stuff. It's going to be boots on the ground. So if it's going to be that far in the future, and it's going to be boots on the ground, it just doesn't connect and it doesn't make sense. So the whole naming scheme just doesn't really make sense to me that much. We do have one more piece of information for this video. So this comes from Marcus Sellers on Twitter. So when Charlie Intel and everybody like broke the news about Kotaku, Marcus Sellers says that it will take place in 2020. So he tweeted this out. So if the game takes place in 2020, then it will be, timeline-wise, it'll be before Black Ops 2. That's what a lot of people were really hoping for, and like me specifically, we were hoping that it would be maybe after Black Ops 2, or Black Ops 1, before Black Ops 2. So maybe in the 80s or something, more Cold War stuff, or maybe the 90s, or just, you know, early 2000s or something, you know, just anything other than the future. We just wanted anything other than that. And 2020 is near future. I mean, that's only 2 years away, so the wording still makes sense and still lines up and everything. But for the game to take place in 2020, but to be called Black Ops 4, just doesn't really make sense to me. Because, like I said, to the average like consumer and the average, you know, person who buys the game and plays it, they're going to assume, hey, Black Ops 4? I don't know. I didn't really like the whole futuristic thing of Black Ops 3. I don't know if I'm going to buy this game. Because that's just how it goes. That's how the movies and video games and everything works when it comes to timing. Is that, say, take Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo 5. They all go in chronological order. So, you know, it's a timeline of events. If they wanted to make like a throwback game in the middle, they did with like, say, Halo 3 ODST, and they went back, but they still kept that naming scheme. and they did Halo Reach before Halo 1, so they had to change it. They couldn't do like Halo 7, you know? But it takes place before Halo 1. It just doesn't work like that. Even like if you look at Star Wars, they did A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, and then they went back and they're like, okay, we're going to do prequels, so we're going to rename them to be Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars Episode 6, The Return of the Jedi. Just overall, I don't think this name makes sense. It just kind of bugs me and irritates me, but it's whatever. I guess I can get over it. I'm just saying that the name doesn't make sense, but all we have for this video, the news we have, is that Kotaku has said that their sources say this year's game is Black Ops 4. It will take place in a near future setting. We got this guy on Twitter saying that it will take place in 2020. Then yesterday, NBA player James Harden was wearing a Black Ops 4 hat. So yeah, there you guys go. That is all the news we have for you guys today. I'm sure there'll be so much more news dropping, you know, in the upcoming days and weeks and stuff. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. But there you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.